bouquet of dolls. Now, as I mentioned before, when I do the charity shop finds, I don't sort of find a doll and then I'll do a video. I'll wait until I've got a bunch of them like this. So it's not a bunch of flowers, it's a bunch of dolls. And then we can have a look at what I've got. Because there is, to be honest, I don't know what's happening at your end, but I know at our end, we're getting less and less dolls we are seeing in there. Or they're really expensive. I know recently I went to one of the charity shops and there was a Rainbow High doll. No clothes, nothing, a little bit tatty hair, a little bit like these. And they were wanting £8 for it, which fair enough, it's for charity, etc. But I could go in my local B&M and get a brand new boxed one with more detail for £12. Now, again, charity shops, I get it, I understand it, they want to make the money. But if you've got a child going in there, they've got a little bit of pocket money. I know my grandkids love going in the charity shops, but you know, they'll spend in £1, £2, £3, something like that, maybe up to £5 if it's something really good. But £8, that is not in pocket money range, I don't think. So I think the problem being is they go onto eBay and they go, oh, that doll's worth that. Problem is, a lot of the time they're not worth that, and it's such a shame that other people cannot sort of enjoy the dolls at a cheaper price. I do think it's a little bit unfair, to be honest. We've got one charity shop that's brilliant though, so we're always picking bits and pieces up, and these are from about 3 or 4 different charity shops that I've collected. I don't know what they're going to look like that way around. They've got a right handful there. We've got a fella here poking his head out at the side as well. So we're going to go top down and have a look at what I've got. I don't know whether I'm going to keep them all yet. I don't know. I just like rescuing them, I think. And sometimes my granddaughter acquires some. Sometimes I do sell them on. You know, I like to think somebody else can own them at a fair price as well. I do try and make sure that that is a point. So let's go top down and have a rummage and see what dollies we have got. If you enjoy my videos, don't forget to please like, subscribe and share, and I will see you in a second. Top down. So here is my charity shop collection. Now I've actually added a new one since, because we went down the other day and I kept saying I wasn't going to buy, but you know what it's like. But there was the one. I will talk about it when I get to it. As you can see, she's in the middle. She's still in a bag at the moment. But this is what I've collected over a period of time. I am finding you're getting less and less sort of nice, what I would call nice quality dolls, or particularly ones we all collect, things like that. They are getting less and less because I think people are very conscious of the fact they have a value. They are going on eBay. Either they're going on eBay before they get to the charity shop, or the charity shop, because a lot of them have eBay accounts now, are putting them on there, which fair enough. They want to get as much money as they can. But yeah, I'm not quite sure how I feel about that. I mentioned it before, so I'm not going to go on about it. So shall we start at this end? I think we will. Whoop. All you ladies over there. And oh, what's happened to his poor feet? Now this is a lol doll guy. I think, again, I'm not big on knowledge with the lol dolls. He was a rock star or something like that, wasn't he? I think they came in a pack of 2. He's definitely sort of like that rocky image, because he's got this gorgeous hair which is actually still in pretty good condition. It needs a little bit of TLC. These are played with items. We can't expect them to be perfect, but the articulation on these dolls are still super cool. We don't see many of the boys. Oh, his arm doesn't want to bend. Oh, it has done now. But yeah, we have quite a good articulation on his body there. I've not got a boy one before, so this is new to me. Obviously the legs, they don't go anywhere, but the feet have got an out point as well. Now this little fella hasn't got an outfit, so that is something that perhaps needs to be seen to. And here is what I paid for him. I paid £2 for him, so I think that was reasonable. That is okay, especially if you're wanting to do those projects, and that. It's a great way of getting project dolls, isn't it? So we'll pop him over there, and then we'll pick these 2 girls out. They were got separately. Now for some reason, I don't know why, I got this one right at the beginning and I thought, yeah, she's super cute, blah, blah, blah. And then I decided, well, I don't really want to keep them. I was trying to sort of cut down on things, but I sort of regretted getting rid of her. So again, hair, just a bit of TLC. This isn't even too matted where the crimping is, so that's good. And I think she's in a full outfit from what I remember. And again, another £2 one. She's got everything there. I just love I like sort of the chunky legs they've got. I mean, there is. I was going to say there's no elbow articulation, but it is. It's because that was over it. Forgotten what mine was like. I think everything's there. I think she's pretty good, and I think they are super cute, and I like the fact that they do stand if you get them right as well, which I'm not going to be able to do on that angle. But they are nice dolls. I really do like them, and sort of, like I say, sort of regretted getting rid of mine, so I might have to do this girl up to put in the collection. Now, her sister, as I'm going to call her, she's in a little bit sort of worse state. I mean, this hair, again, it's not too bad. It is doable, put it that way, but it's a case of sitting there for a long time, taking each little strand and then sort of curling it around my fingers, etc., etc. I don't think washing first will work. I don't know. If you know whether that would work better first, I don't know. But I think it's just a little bit of TLC. But look at those colours. Fabulous colours. She's, I'm presuming, missing a little bit from this one. I'm not sure what she's even meant to look like, this one. And that is not her top at all, of course, although it's sort of cute. It is a cute little doll top there. Now, I've not got no price on it. I've got a feeling, though, because depending which charity shop you go to, you know roughly what prices you're going to get to. Our Salvation Army is really, really great with toys. You can pay from 50p to max of £2, whereas some of the others are a little bit more expensive. But I do love her colours. I love this sort of, this, I don't know, what is it? What colour is that? An aqua, I think, perhaps. And they do look quite cute together, don't they? So I think perhaps they need a little bit of a tidy up, and I think these are going to be keepers. I don't always keep the charity shop ones because sometimes I buy on impulse, which is really bad, but I sort of stand there and go, oh, it's just a shame, you know, it needs a new lease of life, or it needs tidying up, and then I don't get time to do it. So sometimes I do then sell them on, or I give them back to the charity shop, or my granddaughter acquires them as well. So yeah, I like those girls. I think they are a really nice doll. I don't think, do they still do them? I don't know. Do you know whether they make them still? So pop comments below, etc., etc. I like to have a chat. Right, we'll now move on to old school Monster High. Or not so old school with this one, but not the new gen, basically. And these two girls here, let's have a look at their prices. We got a £2 each on these. Now, I think these might have been in the British Heart Foundation because they were a different sort of place altogether than I normally go to. And we have our, and we get the names right, we have Frankie here, who does appear to have sort of the bits that were meant to be on her. But she's one of the later from the first gen. I really don't know which gen is which, but I know there was this one where sort of she's a little bit solider, you know, the arms don't move as well. She does still have a super cute face, and I do actually have this one. I'm just looking up on my shelf. Yes, well, I'm saying that I have one similar. I don't think I've got them with these in. Some people don't like the original ones. I sort of get it, you know, they say they're too skinny and things like that, but they are monsters after all. They're not, you know, they're not meant to really have a body that resembles ours, so I think they get away with it with that. But yeah, there's no much articulation in the arms with this particular one, but we do have some leg bend, and she did come with some super cute shoes, but not much else, I'm afraid. So that's our little Monster High girl there. And then there's this one. Now, if you're a Monster High collector, please tell me who she is. I don't know. There's a £2 there. She has her bends in her arms. Everything is where it's meant to be. This skin is almost like a translucent, I don't know, would she glow in the dark perhaps, or something like that. But yeah, it's a very strange colour, and you can see how the makeup is on the face like that. She seems very spectral, you know. Is that leaning towards who she is? I don't know, but she's in great condition apart from a bit of TLC with the hair. Someone's put a bit of elastic in there that's given way, and of course that dress is definitely not hers. She does have a bracelet which does look like it could be hers. I could do with doing a bit of research, but sometimes if you don't know what they're called, it's hard to do the research, you know what I mean? So if you do know who she is, let me know, because I do like the skin colouring. I mean, she's sort of, yeah, I don't know, she's sort of, although she's got quite pointy ears, I don't know, are they elfy type ears? Let me know what you think. So those are the sort of more old school Monster High. Now, this is one that I generally do not collect. She's never after high, I know that much. She came with this dress, which is a bell dress. I'm pretty sure is not hers. And it's in a bit of a state. That could be repaired, actually. It might be one that I'd sort of repair and my granddaughter will acquire, I think. But I'm not sure whether she's actually got one of these. She might have. But that's it. It's just that seam gone and that one's going. Because obviously putting them on and off and things like that, they give way. But apart from that, it's not a bad little dress. The reason I got her was because she was literally in a junk box and the shop said everything £1. How could I leave her behind? She is a pretty doll. This hair, well, I'm not quite sure what they've been doing. She's had plenty of bows and things put in them. It does feel a little bit so that one I think needs a wash. But her face is all great. Everything's there. I don't know, for some reason I preferred the Monster High to the Ever After. They are cute dolls though, but the body's very, very similar, aren't they? In fact, let's have a look. These are almost identical. Look at that. That's mad, isn't it? So yeah, I think they used the same sculpt, didn't they? So for Monster High and Ever After High. But obviously these were sort of more sort of cutesy fairy tale rather than the others. So yeah, she's a cute doll. Does need some TLC though, but £1, I could not leave her in this bin. It's just so like the hair sticking out, so I just had to do it. Now these two I think are probably my favourites. We have this fella here who I think is super cool. I haven't got many male dolls now. Obviously at Christmas I got my extra special Action Man, which I'm so pleased with. I've got a few others that were my sons. We got a couple of Elvises there. We've got Bruce Lee. I'm just looking up on my shelf. Yeah, and there's a few sort of younger guys, like we've got a Harry Potter guy, we've got this sort of guy, and I'm just looking, obviously we've got a few Kens and things, but I thought this guy got quite an interesting shape. First of all I saw and I thought, oh, it's an Action Man, but then I'm like, no, it's not. This something I don't know. My husband was with me and I'm asking him and he didn't really know either. Now he was a little bit more expensive. He was £4. Now, I think this might have been his original suit. And on the back, if I can see it, we did look, it does say Mattel Inc. 1990. 5, I think that is. You guys aren't going to be able to see it, I don't think at all. I'm sure that's what it says here. And round his waist, it doesn't tell us anymore. It just says where he is made. And on his underwear, it says Mattel Inc. again. Who is he? Who is this gentleman? I just thought he might be quite nice to sort of tidy up, and he could go with my Cindy and Barbie girls. So I keep saying I'm going to get round to taking photographs, you know, sorting the doll's house out and things like that. It just doesn't happen. But yeah, I think he's in sort of nice condition. He's got some nice joints there, some nice bends. So he's going to be quite nice for posing. So maybe get some pictures in the garden, something like that. So, I mean, you can see he's quite a muscly guy. Very strangely muscly, I think. That's a little bit too extreme. And again, we have quite a few details on him. He's clearly an action hero of some sort. I don't know whether this will help. He's got like a little tattoo, a silver tattoo. My husband did say a name and I can't remember what he said of the doll he thought it was. But yeah, he's pretty solid as well. Some of the Action Men are a little on the delicate side, whereas this guy does feel quite solid. So I was quite pleased with him. But again, he needs a wash and a tidy up. And he needs a name. Somebody, please give him a name. Or let me know who he is rather than just giving him a name. Right, now the last thing I got. This was only, not yesterday, the day before that I got this one. And again, we went in. I says, I'm not getting another doll. I've got enough because I'm supposed to be culling some of them, which I have done. I'm organising at the moment what I've got and what I don't need. But, and I said I wasn't getting any more Rainbow Highs either. I do like them, but I think there's so many of them now, it gets a bit silly. So it has to be something that really attracts me. And I saw this girl in the bag and she really attracted me. It was a hare. I think, again, is this Jet? I might be wrong. Is it Jet? Something like Jet? And just look at that face. It was the rainbow colours. I do love a fringe. I have a fringe myself, as you know, so I do like dolls. You don't get fringes very often on dolls. And I do love to see a fringe on a doll. And just look at those colours. It's amazing. And then the eyes. I saw her and I'm like, oh, she's just lovely, isn't she? Hair, pretty soft. I think, was it originally in a ponytail like this? Because this could be an original elastic. Not 100% sure, but I think it is. But I just absolutely, I don't know, is it Jet Dawson? There's something like that sort of sits in my head. But like I say, we got it, and just because there was a few other distractions recently, she just ended up in my bag, and I didn't really do anything until today. But I do absolutely love these eyes. They're absolutely spectacular, how they're all the different colours around the eye as well. See if I can get a little bit closer. Are they pretty? She has such lovely eyes. Now, I'm pretty sure this outfit is not hers. I don't know. I've got a red dress in my head and something I'm not sure about. The boots, I already have a pair of these boots. So, yeah, I might not necessarily keep the boots. But they are nice boots. I love how the boots and the shoes are really nice with the rainbow high girls and the shadow high, of course. Then she's got this sparkly skirt, which has got like faux zips up, which is quite cute. I must admit, it is quite cute. The Velcro seems to be okay in it. They have painted on underwear, these dolls, as well, of course. And then the top. I think they are rainbow high outfits. Do they have tags in their clothes? I'm not sure. No, there's no tag. But it sort of screams rainbow high. It doesn't scream it should go together, but it screams rainbow high. So I think everything she's wearing is rainbow high, but I don't think it's hers. I think obviously it's been played with, they've changed the clothes, etc. But I don't know whether you have seen the video, but I was really lucky to get the full wardrobe with clothing at a charity shop some time back. And I think it was about £20-ish that I paid for the whole thing. Over the moon. So I've got quite a few different outfits. I don't think I'll have an original Jet outfit, if that's what she's called, but I have got other clothes, so I can actually dress her. But I just think she's so pretty. I mean, the hair, I think all her articulation is safe and sound. I don't think there's anything broken. She's got black nail varnish, which would have been originally on. I suppose I ought to look at her feet, especially after my experience with my poor little doll, because she had a broken ankle. So I'm just pulling this away from the camera. I'm not going to push it. Again, I think I need to heat it up. I'm really scared. These articulated ankles are fabulous for photos, but absolutely scary to get shoes off. Yeah, you can see how it's pulling on the joint as I'm trying to get the shoe off. So I need to heat the shoe up like I did with the other ones first. It feels a little bit sticky there. No, I like that, but again, a little bit of a clean up. Yeah, it's not going to come off. But the ankles look like they're intact, which is the main thing. So she was the final buy, my charity shop one. And I said, I'm not going to get any more. I'm not going in charity shops. I know I will. I don't know why I even say it. But yeah, I do need to get sort of my dolls in order, decide who I'm collecting, what I'm collecting. Some sort of themes I'm not going to carry on collecting. Some I will be getting rid of, or not rid of. I will either pass them on to charity shops. My granddaughter will acquire them, or I will sell them on if I think they're good enough quality to do that. I'm keeping her. I think she's lovely. She's going to be sitting on the shelf. I don't have many rainbow shadow highs. There's only certain ones I've liked, but she's definitely one I would have liked. So she's going to be sitting on the shelf when I can find her something different to wear. He's a keeper. Not 100%. I said I would keep these two girls, but I'm not 100% sure about the others yet. I can't make up my mind. But I can't resist picking them up when I see them, especially sort of if they sort of look like they've been a bit sort of left alone, and perhaps I've watched too much Toy Story and I feel sorry for them. So yeah, I end up buying them. But I am super pleased with them. Oh, I didn't mention how much she was. I think she was a bit expensive, to be honest. Where's her price tag? She has a price tag. I bet it's on the bag. Oh, it's inside the bag, actually. Because I ummed and ahed. I didn't know that I was paying too much for a second-hand doll. I paid £8 for her. I don't know. I think it was a little bit pricey. They had some other rainbow highs, which I didn't want, but they had some others in, and they were all about £8-9. And yeah, I get it. They want the money, but I'm not going to rant about it again like I have in the past. But, you know, if a child was going in and they wanted a doll, they're not likely to have £8 in their back pocket, are they? And to be honest, that is what it should be about in the charity shops. It should be about children maybe picking up an item. I mean, it's great for us collectors if we pick something up cheap, isn't it? But ultimately, perhaps a child who can't necessarily have a doll like that, and £8 still a little bit out of their limit, I would have said. But that's why I say I sometimes recycle my dolls back to the charity shops. I've had my enjoyment out of them, or I've tidied them up and things like that, and then it's time for somebody else to enjoy. So her look lovely like that. Do love this doll. I'm really pleased I did get it, even though I do think she was a little expensive for a second-hand doll. So that's it. I'm going to stop whining. Thank you so much for watching. If you do enjoy my videos, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, share, etc, etc, and come and join me on my dolly journey or my crochet journey. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye for now.